Good morning, Sunset Country. Here we are. It's Friday again.
It's Friday again.
Yep. Deb and Dave, or Dave and Deb, whichever you prefer.
Yep.
What do you think of that weather out there?
Well, I still don't believe it's coming.
What's coming?
The Alberta Clipper.
Oh, I thought you meant
Apparently
Christmas.
there's the Alberta Clipper. Apparently this is where we get all our snow from.
Yeah.
Upwards to 30 centimeters of snow. I don't
No.
think
They'll
it's
keep it
coming.
out there in Alberta. They'll keep it all out there. We got the new moon. It helped us out.
This is a super, super, super moon. Closest to the Earth it's ever been since like 1948
Just
or
about
something.
almost collided.
Do you feel it?
I could feel it.
Yeah.
I woke up. It was so close.
It's a different day today. I was telling Dave I'm in this mode. So
Yeah.
I might not talk to I might let
So
Dave
she might
take
veg out.
Dave
But we
take
should talk
the
about what's
reins.
coming on today. We've got a good show today.
We have an
awesome
amazing
show today.
And it's very exciting. The Community Foundation, Darlene McGilvery is going to be here. It's one of my most favorite organizations.
They're fantastic.
in
You know,
town.
they gave, what was it this year? They've given away $330,000 this year, $330,000. And I think they breached the 2 million.
They did.
It's awesome. We'll talk to Darlene about all that. I know there's a big thing coming up.
Amazing. $2 million
Yep.
granted out into
Awesome.
the community.
In our community.
Huge.
Fantastic.
Huge difference, yes.
You've got the mental health task force coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Task Force. Stephanie and Sherry are going to be here. See, I told you
Yeah.
it's the moon. It's crazy.
is. It
They're
is.
going to be here to talk to us more about who they are
Yep.
and their AGM coming up, and everybody should, they want new community members to come out and help.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to get involved. They'll talk about that.
40 different community organizations umbrellaed
That's right.
under that steering committee. So
Right.
that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Community wellness is a big theme.
It is. It is.
It's coming up. We're going back to community. So that's a beautiful
Back to the
thing.
community. That's why the moon's coming out. It's waking
It
us up.
is.
Wake up,
It is.
except for you.
Yeah,
'Cause you're
I'm
waking
not
up
like
today.
so if you
Bob
don't
Knoll
mind,
comes on today.
he does.
Well, he doesn't come on the show.
He hasn't been on in a bit.
No.
But yeah. Well, and is he going to talk about the Donald Trump
The Donald? Just the Donald. All you guys say is the Donald. Everybody
winning
knows
the
about it.
elections.
I'm going to say before we even get into it, you know what? They're our friends. They have been for life. They've made a decision. Okay, let's support it. They'll go with it. We're going to wrap that up.
Yeah. Well, he's actually going to talk about some more funding in the community.
That's true.
And he's mostly excited about the funding going to the women's shelter in Dryden. Hashizaki House. I hope I said that right.
You did say that right.
Hashizaki
All right.
House, thanks. And here's Bob now with that story.
Well, good morning. This is Bob Nault, your Member of Parliament. It's nice to be here on CJBN talking about the issues of the day. Last week, you've obviously saw the election results in the United States. Want to take this opportunity to congratulate President-elect Trump. Looking forward to working with his administration. We have a lot of involvement, as you know, with the United States. The big part of that, of course, is we're the largest trading partner for the U.S., but we're also very close to the Minnesota-Ontario border, and Lake of the Woods is a big part of that. So our continuation of working together is going to be very important. So I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the politicians that were actively involved and all the people that were working very hard in the election and the results that occurred last week. In Parliament, what's been going on, of course, is the economic statement that Minister Morrow brought forward was very good for Northern Ontario. I'm pretty happy about the reality of some $81 billion added to the infrastructure fund. So we're now at $180 billion over 11 years. But most exciting about the economic statement was the first time I've ever seen an economic statement include two projects that we've been working on here in Northern Ontario in our own riding. One was a water treatment plant in Slate Falls, and then the other one, of course, was Hashizaki House, which is an important new infrastructure project for women and their families dealing with domestic violence. So I think that was pretty interesting that Kenora was singled out in the economic statement. As well, I just want to bring to everyone's attention, in the economic statement, there was a discussion of rural development, and so rural development being our big issue. So the extra $2 billion towards rural and small communities is going to be very useful. I think everyone's heard about all the different Canada 150 projects, so I won't go into that detail, but to say that we're working very hard on behalf of the Kenora Riding and Northerners to bring good results as a government. And so I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for working with us. Our first year is over, and the next year is going to be as exciting as the first. Thanks a lot.
I did find it, you know, it was very big of the man to be congratulating Donald Trump. I think that's probably hard for a lot of politicians
Well, you know
right
what?
now.
That's true. But you know what? We're Canadians. We're the nice people, and you would congratulate anybody, and so we should.
Absolutely.
Let's just go with the flow, see what happens. Maybe we'll get another super moon, and we'll realize we're dreaming. I don't know. Did I say that? No, not let's say that. You know what?
I think he's a symbol of everything that we've worked hard to get over and through, the racism, all that stuff, and
Well, let's
what
stay
we're
in
not
there.
going back to. I think a lot of people are standing up and saying, that's it.
Okay, we'll end it. President Obama said, give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. Cut. There we go. All right, so coming up after the break, of course, Deb's going to talk to the members from the Kenora Mental Health Task Force and see what's going on with them. So after the break.
Welcome back to Good Morning Sunset Country, and Stephanie and Sherry now are joining me here on the couch from the Kenora Substance Abuse and Mental Health Task Force. So ladies, maybe we should start by just telling the viewers what is the task force and how it came to be.
Well, Kenora Substance Abuse and Mental Health Task Force is a collaboration of about 40 organizations or more within the Kenora area. And we're working towards common goals of preventing or mitigating harms associated with substance abuse and mental health issues specific to Kenora.
So 40 organizations, that's a huge collaboration.
Yeah.
So what do some of these organizations cover?
Well, we're broken into 5 pillars.
Yeah.
And so we have the housing pillar, which is kind of a new addition. That usually there's a 4-pillar approach, but we've added it to Kenora because it's specific to our community. The other 4 pillars are treatment, harm reduction, enforcement, and
Prevention.
prevention. Thank you.
There you go. Yes, awesome. Well, and you have your annual general meeting coming up. So the task force was funded 3 years ago to come up with a community well-being plan. And where are we at with that? That was launched at the last general meeting, was it not?
Basically, with the 5 pillars, we've identified some specific goal areas in the community safety wellbeing plan, and some of those goals have been achieved or they're in progress. And some of that stuff will be discussed at our meeting, which is also going to be, we're going to be joined by some presenters as well.
And there's some interesting presenters at the AGM.
Absolutely.
We were talking earlier about the Thomas Sills Foundation and how it got started and sort of that outside of the box thinking. So is that sort of where we're going in this AGM, is trying to get some community members to come in to sort of stir the pot and get, you know, some outside of the box thinking approaches to substance abuse and mental health issues in the community?
Yes, and we are always looking for different maybe business ideas. A lot of our social service providers, we sometimes miss that angle because it's not our true focus. Our focus is helping people, but ultimately we want our plan to be sustainable, and one way of achieving that is to examine different ways that other really successful projects have been funded through the Thomas Sill Foundation and their excellent work in Manitoba.
Yeah, well, this is a huge issue and it affects a lot of communities. Mental health on a lot of different levels, substance abuse, because of course that's often one way of dealing with, you know, issues that you're struggling with. So I think the task force has done incredible amounts of work around here. So let's just remind our viewers when and where the AGM is again. Because it's at Seven Gens in their new
in the
auditorium.
new auditorium. And it's next Wednesday, November 23rd, from 9 until 4. There's no fee to attend. It's graciously part of our funding through the Ontario Trillium Foundation, so we can cover the cost for
Beautiful.
that.
And I see that lunch is provided.
Lunch is provided.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, ladies. I hope you have a good turnout. And just thank you for all your hard work in the community. It's really, it's paying off. Lots of people are being helped.
Well, there's lots of volunteers in the community and with the steering
Yeah.
committee who, look forward to doing this in the future for many
Excellent.
years, actually.
Thank you, ladies, for your time today. When we come back, Dave will be here with Darlene McGilvery from the Community Foundation.
Hello again, another beautiful November day, and I have the pleasure this morning of being with Darlene McGilvery from the Lake of Woods Community Foundation, and we have some exciting news for your group. Things are
Exactly.
changing, new places, new locations.
New places, but of course, the 13th Annual Festival of Trees is in
Yes.
support of our community foundation and involves every aspect of our community. We've got a gala night, we've got a seniors tea, we've got a community day. It's going to be a great event for Kenora once again.
Now that's great. You're changing. It's 13 years. I remember your first.
Exactly.
But we're changing location, correct?
We're changing locations again. We're going to support the Seven Generations campus here in Kenora. So it's a beautiful new facility. Many people have heard about it. Not so many have been.
That's
So
right.
this is a great opportunity to come out and see what Seven Generations has to offer. We've got a gala night, which kicks off the event on the Friday night, December 2nd. And the whole area is going to be transformed into a virtual fairyland. We've got 13 trees, live trees decorated by groups that really make the Festival of Trees happen. We have smaller items such as wreaths, stockings, Christmas baskets, centerpieces, and then we've got a live band. We got the refreshments that are made by Chef Hache and his team. That gala night, you'd have something like that, Dave, really in Winnipeg. You'd be
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
to enjoy, a high-end event. But here we have it right in downtown Kenora.
So that's on the Friday night. Dress up in your best. Come on out,
And
celebrate with the community.
Sure, and we've got a great live band, Bourbon Creek.
Oh, that's right.
You
yeah.
know, some people like to get dressed up, Dave. Some people like to come in jeans.
Okay.
It's up to the individual. But we invite everyone to go right to our website, www.klwcf.ca, to purchase their tickets online.
It's fantastic.
And then we've got another way. They can call Copperfin Credit Union, which is 467-4400. Ask for Leanna, and she will take their information and allow them to have their tickets in that manner as well.
Great. But it doesn't end there. That's just Friday night. What's
we're-
going
we're
on
just-
Saturday?
We're just getting started on the
Yeah.
Friday. Saturday, we call Community Day.
Yeah.
So every half an hour, we have a different musical group that is performing. So all of a sudden, the Festival of Trees becomes a music festival
Yeah.
on the Saturday. So we've got hot apple cider, beautiful gingerbread cookies. We've got all the trees and all the small items that are still there. The musical guests.
Mm-hmm.
We've got photos with Santa.
Photos with Santa. I
Oh,
can come sit on
gosh,
Santa's
you
knee. Is that
can.
right?
Yes, we had to wait, like we offered it last year, first time. We had to go on this waiting list. You know, we just can't snap our fingers and expect Santa to show
No,
up
you
in
gotta-
Kenora.
you gotta give him time.
We had to wait.
Good.
So he's coming back. We booked him right away. And we have a tea that's happening from 1 to 3. So this is going to be the place to be in Kenora for Community Day on Saturday, December 3rd. You just show up, you pay your entrance when you get there.
Now, when's it starting?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. and goes till? What
goes
time?
till 3.
All right, you mentioned the community tea. A lot of people think of community teas, they think of, wow, it's just the seniors.
No,
it's
this
not
is-
just the seniors. I don't mean that.
I like
They're
the-
welcome.
Exactly. I
But
like
everybody
the way,
else is.
Yeah, the way you put it. It's a community tea.
Yeah.
So downstairs, you can walk around, see everything, have the cider, the cookies, be a part of the musical entertainment. And if you want to have some tea, then you're kind of up above everything
Yeah.
and you're still seeing the entertainment and everything else. So Seven Generations, Saturday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to 3 is going to be a great place
Be
to
there. The entertainment's going
Absolutely.
on throughout the whole day.
Throughout the whole day. We've got
come see your trees? You've got the trees you mentioned.
I just want to tell you a little bit about the different groups
Go ahead, yeah.
that really make the Festival of Trees possible.
All right.
You know, we have our sponsors as well. We have those that come out and purchase the tickets, and then of course enjoy the live and silent auction.
Right.
But without these groups that are decorating the live trees and the smaller items, we wouldn't have a
Right.
festival. So we have groups such as Tangle Tree, Beaver Brae Secondary School, Home Hardware, Northern Hearing, the KCL Arts Hub, the Ontario Provincial Police Association, the family of Arlene and the late Larry Wilcox, Lake of the Woods Brewing Company, Lake of the Woods Art Collective, Debbie's Greenhouse, Best Way Rentals, Anishinaabe Quag, and Marion McKay. So this is an exciting lineup. I mean, we're talking about beautiful, beautiful creations. And the theme this year, Dave?
What is the theme this
The
year?
theme this year is a Canadian Christmas.
Canadian, isn't that kind of nice?
Yes, we're getting ready.
Doesn't have anything to do with our 150th coming
Well,
up, does
it
it?
probably does.
That's fantastic.
So it's going to be extra special this year. So here's the thing. People purchase their tickets, come out to the gala night, and then these creations, these 12 trees, plus the creation from Mary McKay, are auctioned live.
That's right.
And I tell you, it is so exciting. The smaller items have silent auctions.
Yep.
So you write your
Good.
name, you write your bid. So we're accommodating everybody, you know, the high energy people that want to do it live, plus the quieter, silent auction people that certainly want to make our charity fundraiser a success.
So there's a little bit for everybody. Friday the 2nd, Saturday the 3rd. There's the gala, the
Exactly.
trees, all kinds of auctions, some
Yes.
music.
Some
Everybody be
music.
there. 7 Gens, December 2nd and 3rd.
and 3rd.
Well, thank you for coming
Absolutely.
and joining us. Again, it's going to be a great event.
It sure
and
is.
it always is. So thanks for coming and
Yes.
seeing us again.
Okay, thanks very much, Dave.
Thanks.
Here's a little secret that we left for the very end of the show. Shelly and Kim have been busy in the kitchen, as you can see, and Dave is just busy stuffing his face once again. But they have cookie recipes, Christmas baking, and here's that story for you now.
Hi, and today we are going to show you a few things about baking and freezing. So it's a little bit early before Christmas, but who wants to bake right before Christmas, right, Kim?
We all love to bake, and we're going to make Christmas cookies for everyone today.
Excellent. And this is Kim Morrison. I'm Shelly Bujold.
Hi.
We are going to do sugar cookies with a twist of how to do some coloring for it, and the age-old traditional
Shortbreads.
shortbread cookies.
3-ingredient recipe for shortbread.
So the first thing you have to do is, in a large bowl like this one, we need to do 1.5 cups of butter. Next we gotta add some white sugar. You wanna make it a really nice consistency where the sugar is well blended.
Okay, so that's pretty much blended.
So next we have to do the eggs. There are 4 eggs. So we want to beat in the eggs and vanilla.
There you go. 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Who doesn't like vanilla? It's like, you can smell it, it's so good.
It's yummy. And then what is it, a teaspoon of baking powder?
Yes, I'm lefty. I would switch hands, but it would be disastrous. If you think this is disastrous. So we're gonna get handsy. We're gonna get handsy with our dough. I'm gonna divide it with my hand into sort of 3 hunks. Roll it into balls. Bunk, bunk, bunk. There's one. If you're doing this with kids, which is a super fun activity, with kids, you can even just do the dough the day before. Throw it in the fridge. Then you don't have to do this part with them. You can just do all the fun decorating, cutting out part, which we're gonna do after these are going in the fridge. Shortbread cookies next.
We're going to make my friend Agnes's shortbread. Very simple.
You know what's awesome about this?
3 ingredients.
And look what it's on. This cool piece of paper. This is old school.
It is old school, yes. You don't have to go to your phone or your computer. It's just on a piece of paper in my cookbook. So it's a 1/3 cup of berry sugar.
Okay.
And then we need 1/2 pound of butter. And then we add 2 cups of flour. So if you wouldn't mind, Shelly,
I sure can.
and I'll mix a little bit. And,
Do you want me to hold?
yeah.
Okay. Like a little at a
Oh,
time.
look at this. You know what?
She's gonna pull a Shelly.
The rest of that flour in there, and
Done.
there. We'll just mix these up. So all you do is you take a little ball when you get it all nice, however you'd like it.
Is there like a size?
Whichever you prefer. Yeah, about a teaspoon, I guess, or maybe more.
Tablespoon?
I don't know if you do have to flatten them. I'm sure they'll flatten out as you bake them, but I like doing them this way because this is the way I was taught how to do them. Put the timer on for 15.
This is a neat technique I learned last year, and it's about using your egg whites and egg yolks as a base for coloring. So we're gonna take our egg, and separate it. On your egg yolks, you add a little bit of water, boop, 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 just like that, maybe like 5 drops.
And do you add the food coloring to the yolks or to the
yolk.
to the whites?
To the yolk.
Oh, very Christmassy.
So you
just paint them?
You just paint them.
I'm just putting some sprinkles on top, no?
Sure, why not? There's no right or wrong. If you want just sprinkle color as opposed to color and sprinkles, you can do this with the egg whites because it's clear. All right, Kim is pulling the sugar cookies out of the oven now. And we already had a batch that were out. And believe it or not, this was only one dough ball that we had made. So there's 2 other dough balls. It makes a lot of cookies. And these aren't small cookies either. They're like a, kind of an average size
They're
cookie.
a nice sized cookie, yeah. You get a few
Definitely.
bites out of them.
So I'm gonna try this one. Kim's
Just
very
finished the
lovely
shortbread.
shortbreads are right there. You should give one of those a bite.
I have one of these.
God, they're good, by the way. So easy. 3 ingredients.
3 ingredients, very yummy.
I hope you enjoy our Christmas cookies that you can throw into a Tupperware container, freeze them, pull them out when you have company at Christmas or during your holiday season. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Shelly and Kim. I'm always
was
very
awesome.
thankful for Shelly and Kim around here. Good girls.
Especially when they make cookies.
Lots of cookies. Are you going to share the cookies, Dave?
Later, maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
We had a great show.
We had a great show. Christmas is
Yeah.
coming. All
Yes,
the
it's
Christmas
coming, yeah.
activities are coming.
They are. Just a reminder to everybody, Friday the 2nd and Saturday the 3rd is the gala event.
December.
December,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Remember that. And also on December 3rd, I'll throw in there, December 3rd is Stuffer Cruiser, the OPP Stuffer Cruiser. It's coming up, we'll remind you, but December 3rd.
Yep, excellent. Everything's getting very busy. The tree lighting ceremony in Kenora. So in Kenora, downtown Kenora, we get that big, huge, beautiful tree, which normally happens on a Thursday. It's Friday. It's tonight, 6 p.m. Downtown Kenora is when they light
That's
it. You should go
Yes,
earlier.
That's right. Get there early, 5:30.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after, there's hot chocolate and apple
Yep.
cider and whatnot at the museum.
Sunday, November the 20th at the Kenora Legion, they have a breakfast buffet. $10 for adults, $5 for kids. And what's better than pancakes and sausage and bacon? That'd
Not
be awesome.
much.
Not
Cookies,
much.
Christmas cookies.
That's true.
PFLAG is also going to be meeting. So PFLAG, we've had, of course, individuals from the Knox Church
Yep.
talking about this. So this is a support group that provides community caring, education, and resources for families, friends, and those people living with various sexual orientations, gender identities, and gender expressions.
All right.
So they're meeting Saturday, November 19th at 10 a.m. at the Knox United Church.
That's it. A lot happening. A busy show. Thanks for joining us again. And see us next week again. Same time, same bat channel.
I better
Always
get
wanted
a
to use that
cookie
line.
in before we go.
She's stealing the cookies.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Have
We'll
a great
see you
week.
next
I'm
week.
stealing a cookie too, because she took one.
Clothing for Good Morning Sunset Country host Deb Cruikshank is generously provided by Sure Thing. Life is good at Sure Thing. Clothing for host Dave Kane is generously provided by Lincoln Pin at 117 Main Street South in Kenora.